Hello, my name is Mariana, and today this is a reading for Scorpio. So, Scorpio, as usual, I'm doing this reading with my own tarot deck, so the cards that you'll see are from this deck. So, Scorpio, your message today feels very sweet and very simple, but I feel like it's been something that you have been waiting for. You have been feeling like it's getting closer and closer and closer as time goes on. And I feel like because you have been waiting, but also you have been, it's not like you have been waiting doing nothing. It's like you have been building your own independence on your way there to receive this embrace, because actually this is how your reading is beginning today with the Seven of Cups. It was coming with this message of longing for an embrace, longing for a hug, wanting to receive this hug. It's almost like you can taste it, you can smell it, you can feel it, you can visualize it. There is something that is very powerful in meeting somebody, or maybe meeting an opportunity. It feels pretty much like a person, although I'm not seeing them yet here. It's almost like you're going to meet them when their time is right, because it's almost like if you can visualize this embrace, if you can, it's like if you can see it and feel it as if it was happening right now, when the time comes, because this is what the Wheel of Fortune was talking about. It's like you're going to recognize it. There's something about longing right now, because you know that it's coming at some point in the future. And when it does, it's like you're going to feel it in your heart. You're going to know in your body, because it's going to feel like this feeling that you're having right now, even though right now you're not, it's like you're not in front of this person, or you're not facing this opportunity. But it's like, because it's a matter of time, right? The time has to be like perfect. The time has to be right, so that you can actualize this hug, or like materialize it, because I feel like it is going to materialize. It's like it's interesting, the word that I'm hearing right now, it's like it's been declared. The Six of Pentacles, it's kind of like this divine contract, if we think of destiny with the Wheel of Fortune, but also like this contract. Even though the Pentacles to me is a very mundane realm, it symbolizes here this earth. Because of the Wheel of Fortune coming before, it's like you can feel how significant this is, because it is a divine contract. So it's almost like, and it's kind of like giving me the vibe of the Six of Cups, right? It's just one before the Seven of Cups. So it's kind of like something that it's like this to be something familiar. It's like this to be, it's almost like a deja vu. It's maybe you've felt this. Maybe it's like a reunion with somebody that you haven't seen in a long time, maybe from past years, maybe from past lives. But I feel like there is this divine contract. And the beautiful thing about this Six of Pentacles, sometimes I see a train track with a train moving very slowly but very steadily, moving forward, right? So it's like this movement that is happening, and it goes both ways. So that's the reason why, even though I'm not seeing the other person here, it's almost like they're not showing up, right? There aren't any core cards, for instance, which would symbolize like a person, because it hasn't yet manifested. It's almost like you, Scorpio, are still in this realm of imagining, visualizing, doing your part. It's like you are in connection with your destiny, with time. It's kind of like mastering time, right? Being on top of this universal time, and not it's not getting frustrated about it. It's like however long it takes, that it's like that if you nurture this hug as if it was happening already, it's like that it's going to be so beautiful, so harmonious when it actually manifests. The Six of Pentacles is the meeting, right? It's like, because I was seeing like two trains, like one coming from one direction and then the other coming from another. So there is this, it's interesting because now I'm seeing like these escalators, like, you know, if somebody's going up and then the other is going down, it's like there is this meeting in between. That's the thing. It's like you're meeting in the middle, right? Because it's like this very, it's kind of like the, what is the word that is, harmonic convergence, harmonious convergence. What was the event that happened in the late 80s, I think, beginning of 90s? That, you know, that was very spiritually significant. Was that harmonic convergence? I think that's something that I'm seeing here. It's like this convergence of timelines, perhaps, because it's like now this right time is approaching, and because, you know, you and this other person, it's like both of you have signed a contract, perhaps before incarnating. It's like now it's like now you're going to meet in the middle, right? It's like this wheel is turning so that both of you, even though you might be coming from different directions, it's like you're going to meet in the middle because that's the agreement. And it's so gorgeous because the same way that I was talking about, like you nurturing your imagination in a sense, or like this longing, it's like nourish the longing. It's not going to be an illusion, right? It's like it's something that you know to be, well, you know to be true, because it's like this, it's like the fulfillment of a destiny. This is maybe like the reason why, or one of the reasons why you incarnated, because even though you're here to strengthen your individuality with the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles here is what you're doing until this happens. And it feels like you have been working on yourself, Scorpio. So what you have been doing, yes, there is this longing. It's almost like missing somebody that you haven't met yet, right? That's what it feels like, this Seven of Cups. Because maybe, you know, remember when I was talking about the Six of Pentacles, kind of like incorporating the Six of Cups vibe. So it's kind of like the Wheel of Fortune telling you or reminding you that there has been an agreement that was made before you incarnated, but you had to forget about it. But because the time of this reunion is coming again, it's like, it's almost like it's like you're more conscious of everything that you had accomplished on your own. It's like the Nine of Pentacles is everything. It's interesting, it's coming through the word sacrifice, but I'm not seeing like a sacrifice as in like, you know, having like this bad or negative or heavy connotation. On the contrary, it's like, it's a reason to be proud of yourself. It's a reason to just acknowledge your sovereignty, acknowledge your independence, acknowledge how, it's like how strong you are on your own, even before you meet this other person. It's almost like maybe you're trying to gather every resource as possible so that when you meet them, it's like you have, like, you know who you are fully. So perhaps your energy and their energy, it's like you're not going to mistake in this. You're not going to miss this. It's like you have been missing them without even knowing them yet, or, you know, for a long time you haven't met them, because it's like, because the timing will be perfect, and because it's like you're going to meet face to face, because you're coming from opposite directions, because it's how it was agreed upon. But you have like, it's almost like you have a long way to go, right? It's like you have to work, I mean, to just to have all of the resources that are necessary for this meeting, right? Because it's like you don't know exactly how long this will take. So it's like you want to be sure it's not about the sacrifice. It's like you're willing to sacrifice your resources. It's like you want to fuel your energy with the necessary tools, the necessary resources, the necessary things so that you can get there. But it's like you don't want to get there empty-handed in a sense. It's like you want to get there with your best, right? With showing your best qualities. It's like you know that this is so valuable, that this is so harmonious, but it's like you want to like just be at your fullest potential so that the moment that you meet them, it's like you have something valuable to offer, right? So this is you just taking care of your own side of this equation, your own, because I feel like there is something about the other. It's like there is no interest, there is no maybe physical interest or financial interest, or it's not about the physicality or the material aspect of this other person. It's about the hug, it's about the embrace, right? So this is what you're longing for. But I feel like for you to get there, it's almost like you, for the opportunity to show up, it's like you need to prove that you have worked for it, right? So this is the meaning of the sacrifice that I'm having, that I'm sensing right now for you, Scorpio. It's like it's going to be worth the wait in a sense, right? Worth the wait for this perfect timing. And it's gorgeous because, you know, this first three cards, they're talking about your process, your alignment with your own destiny, your agreement, and a part of your remembrance that is coming back, because it's like this longing makes sense to you, something that feels familiar to you. But here, with the 10 of Wands coming next, there's something about the 10 of Wands here that is starting to show like the proximity between you and the other. Just a second. Sorry about that, Scorpio. There are a few kids playing outside, so it's a little bit noisy. I hope you could hear that, but let's see if they calm down. So going back to your reading, remember when I was talking about the 6 of Pentacles? Like, this is you meeting in the middle. This was the agreement. This is what both of you, it's like this is what you wanted, both of you, right? This is what is fair for both of you. The meeting starts to show up with the 10 of Wands. And it's fascinating because I feel like until the 9 of Pentacles was here, you only had your own perspective. You didn't really know their side of the story. It felt like something that you were, it's like, committed to. You were very determined to like do your best to reach your fullest potential, like literally be resourceful enough so that the moment that you meet them, that this destiny is fulfilled, that you have a lot to offer. And it's beyond the material, right? What you have to offer, it's like it's your own value or how much you value this meeting. And I feel like, again, going back to the word sacrifice that was coming through, it's like you're going to feel like every minute spent in just gathering these resources are going to prove very worth your time, right? Worth your time, because you were waiting for the right time to spend the money perhaps, or to invest in something, or to buy that ticket, or to, you know, invest in this motion, right? In moving towards the other. But they are already coming towards you because it's like both of you are meant to meet in the middle. And here they come. I feel like this is, it's like it's before, it's just a little bit before you can finally hug each other. This is a little bit like moments before you are like really literally face to face and like just hugging and just feeling each other, right? This is like both of you seeing like it's been a long path, right? But this is where their part of the equation comes in, because as I said, it's like the 9 of Pentacles, it's you with your own journey, you knowing that every sacrifice would pay off because of this moment. But the 10 of Wands is kind of like you becoming aware of how it's like how they had to give up a lot to be here with you, or to meet you where you are, or to see you. It's like they're maybe they have been going through a little bit of a struggle or a hardship, but it's kind of like for them, they also see this moment where you lock eyes, where you're finally like really very, very close and about to just hug each other. It's like they're going to see, it's like they're going to see the flowers blooming, right? Sometimes I say, it's been a while that I've seen this card like that, but sometimes I say that the 9 of Wands and the 10 of Wands, instead of this hardship individual path with the 9 and the shared path with the 10, it's this path of flowers. So it's almost like they have been maybe trying to see the value, right, in treading a path, like a very dirty path, right, a very arduous path, a very like a challenging path, right? But they knew that the moment that they saw you, it's like you would be the first flower to bloom in their path in a sense. But then straight away, it's like every single sacrifice that they had to make as well, it's like it would instantly like just make every single flower in their path blossom as well. It's like you, Scorpio, are the first to just be this beautiful scent in the air is what I'm hearing. It's like I'm hearing but I'm smelling also. It's like this scent in the air, right? Like the perfume. It's like you have, maybe you do, it's like maybe that's a comment, the first comment that they make, right, about you when you are literally like able to hug each other. It's like how good you smell. Like your perfume is so good. It's like it reminds me of this flower blooming, because it's like this is the effect that you have in them. Because for them, it's like you're just getting to know what they had to go through to be here where you are, right? It's like you know your side of things. It's like you know the sacrifices that you had to make, but you didn't know their part of the story. And I feel like the moment that it's like you hear them out and they just compliment your smell, like how your perfume is delicious. It's like it just makes your day, right? It's like the sun is just talking about like, if you're making them see the flowers blooming in their path, it's like their comment, their arrival, this meeting, it's like just like the sun shining, right? It's like, you know, when somebody says something to you unexpectedly and it just really truly makes your day, it's like you're just happy for the entire day just because of something that somebody said. This is how I'm seeing this sun. It's like you're just going to be joyful. It's like this joyous moment for you, Scorpio. And then the consequence of this feeling is bringing the 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles is the sense that you have touched down, that you have arrived, that you have landed in your place, in that X on the map that I keep on seeing, right? And this felt like, you know, this arrival, finally arriving in this place where you are getting to hug somebody that you have wanted for so long, right? And them as well. It's like it's a mutual agreement. So this is not something that only you wanted. It's like, you know, for a hug to happen, at least in this very loving, caring, cherished way, it's like it has to be like it has to go both ways, right? This two-way street, it has to go both ways. So this is how I'm seeing this hug, like the manifestation of this hug, the actualization of it, because the time is right. It just gives the impression that they are blossoming, that their path is blossoming, and that you are the first flower to bloom. And then their arrival, their let's say their approach, or their whatever they say about you, it's like it just lights you up. It really like uplifts your mood. It just makes you gain your confidence and make your self-esteem like really rise. It's like it's so gorgeous. It's like you are the same way that they are seeing you blooming. It's like you're just it's like you're lit up, right? It's like you're irradiating so much light. And then it's like you have this certainty because you've known that this moment you would come. It's like, you know that this is right, this is the right time, this is the right place, right? If we talk about the time with the Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Pentacles is talking about the right place. So being in the perfect time at the perfect place, right? I hope I said that correctly. So it's like, you know that you have arrived in the right place because of them. It's like, wherever they meet you in the middle, that is the right place, that is the right moment. So I feel like you know that. It's like that's the thing. It's like with the Seven of Cups, you have been longing for that, you have been waiting for that, you have been dreaming and visualizing it and exercising like the manifestation of this. It's like, maybe if you just like, if you try to not predict, but just like just sense how this hug would smell, it's like they will know. It's like it's going to be the first thing that they talk about. It's like the first thing that they point out of you, right? And it doesn't need to be the smell. It could be, you know, your clothes. It could be I don't know, the touch of your skin or the look in your eyes. It could be like a tiny detail, but it's because you have been working on that even before this meeting happens. And then when it does, it's like, even before the hug actually happens, it's like it's all already blooming, right? In your perception, but it also in their perception. So every sacrifice that you had to make, every sacrifice that they had to make, even though it could be like very, very different, it's like it's colliding. It's like it's coming together, right? And it just feels right. It feels good. It's amazing, Scorpio. So I am going to pull more cards to see where this meeting wants to go. And also I'm going to pull from the astrological runes in the extended reading. So if you want to join me there, I'll be very happy to see you. You can find the link down below. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.